Everybody, let me just switch this over to voice so you can all hear me fine. All right, hope everybody's doing well. Just I did a whole bunch of Canadian songs for Canada Day, so those were all American songs for the Americans out there. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, everyone. All you American folks. Even got my my Captain America flag on for you all. So hope you're all having a great day and a great holiday so far. And I want to thank you all so much for sharing the holiday and, you know, coming on and checking out the Hack Show. So really appreciate that. Speaking of which, let me just see who's in the chat here. We had some people popping in early, which is always cool. Thank you so much. Got my buddy Eric, EVH and Gear TV Network. How are you, buddy? Bill Frost is here. Nice to see you. Mike Rohde is here. Will Varela. So Will, this is the pot, and this is Will. Stir in the pot. He's been on fire, boy. I'll tell you that. We got Paul Lou in here. How's it going? Jeff Harper is here. Nice to see you, man. Jeff's on his phone. Cool, cool. R2R3, the man, the myth, the legend. How's it going, buddy? Mitch Heyman is here. Nice to see you. Dennis Bro, thank you so much for popping in. Just going down, making sure I'm not missing anyone. You guys all rock. I want to thank y'all so much, man. This is cool. Uh-oh, there he is. There he is. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Quinn is in the house. Hey, buddy. Thanks for being awake today and checking out the show. Okay, who else we got? Ben Coombs is here. Welcome, man. Ben Henry, nice to see you. Wow. Flat Frets, a.k.a. Showman. How are you, man? Mute that bozo. The sneak attack on Pearl Bailey is a data. Pearl Bailey? Okay, I'm not exactly schooled in U.S. history, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Pearl Bailey. Zach Thong, how's it going? Frank Corcoran, nice to see you. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was just trying to string together a bunch of bands, songs that I knew that were all U.S. artists. If you can name any of those songs, let me know, because I was playing like seconds of each one. Gary Tholander is here. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm getting to it. Ron Gillespie, hey man. Denny Allen is here. Wow, there she is. Hey, sweetie, Nocturnal Butterflies in here. Nice to see you. All the hits. Jasco Plumbing. Hey, buddy. Again, I want to thank, you got a lot of U.S. folks in here. I want to thank you all for sharing your holiday with me. There's JJ's House of Jams. Hey, man. Yeah, happy July 4th, all. Stephen S. Dale Palmer is here. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. Cool, man. Wow. Bobby Lopez. Guitar Peeps. Yeah, Paul Guitar Music too. Nice. Oh, and it just jumped on me. Okay. Gary Holt is here. Okay, I think I caught everyone. If I haven't caught... There's Amanda Coombs. Hey, nice to see you, Amanda. If I haven't caught you all, please just tag me and then I'll see your name right away. Yes, hit the thumbs up, boys and girls. Thank you so much, Quentin. Let's see how many folks we got in the house at the moment. God damn, we got 35 folks in here, man. I wasn't sure whether or not to even do a show today because being the holiday and also thank you all so much for popping in. I'm having a 5th on the 4th. That's not a bad idea, brother. Phil Mosley Music, how are you? Cool. Mr. Deeds. Who's Mr. Deeds, NB? Who exactly is Mr. Deeds? Yeah, okay, so let's see. You got any guesses for anybody you know? Thank you for having us. No, it's thank you for coming, Phil Mosley. Terry Himes is here. Can anybody guess what some of those songs were I was playing earlier? Okay, somebody mentioned Purple Haze. So let me see if anyone else knows some of the tunes I was playing at the top. No one else was on today. Flat Fretz was going through withdrawal. Nobody was live. Mike is himself. How are you? Yeah, and from what I understand, going live is going to be a difficult thing to do in future. At least having a guest on. We got to figure that out, folks. Or I don't know what the future holds, man. Mountain Man Music. Need a recap. Sorry, man. Yeah, you have to check the start of the show, man. Lenny Kravitz, are you gonna go my way? Okay, there's one. Got that one. Yeah, and I was mixing up the pedals as well today, which is kind of cool. Your thoughts on the Gibson explanation of the Play Authentic video? Guitar Hack, that's a question from Dennis. I talked a little bit about that the other day. So Dennis, basically, my thoughts, they're just basically stating what they're doing. I mean, they're making it clear that um, that they're going after a lot of the offshore knockoff stuff. They mentioned, I think, 4,000 or 4,500 or something that they were able to stop. I think their intention was really, they want to go after those people. I think the mistake they made is when they start going after, companies like a Deane or like a PRS in the past and so on, companies that, are legitimate, let's say, right? And I think the whole collaboration thing is just the fact that there's no freaking way they can win, right? So, you know what? They like making V's. We started off with the V. They took it over. They like making them. They're making money on the V. So, hey, why don't we collaborate? Why don't we put, maybe put Gibson on the back of the Deane headstock and say, licensed by Gibson, and then that way, they're going to get a piece of the puzzle. And you never know, maybe Gibson will start making a Deane shape and put on the back, licensed by Deane. They're just, that way they can all eat from the same trough, and they're not all, they're not all, stealing money from each other. You know what I mean? I think that's basically it. So I think that's why they were trying to kind of do that. The collaboration thing. It's like, it's that old adage, when you can't beat them, join them. I think that's basically where that's going. And again, that's healthy. That's good for us, the consumer, right? Because, these companies, if they get together and they start working together, hey, you never know, man. Maybe, they'll influence each other. Maybe you'll get, some new designs coming out. Maybe you'll get improvements on existing designs. It could become something very positive. But, I'm just hoping for the best, right? Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't work for any of these companies. I'm just a guitar hack. But that's how I see it from the outside looking in. Just catching back up here. Mr. Deeds. Okay, thanks. Gary Holt, yes. Okay. Combustible medication from Mute the Bozo. Go for it, man. Today is the day. Lenny Kravitz, are you going to go my way? Okay, I think I saw that one already. Paul Guitar Music said that too. Can I play Slash's solo? Actually, yes. So what I do, I do. Are you gonna go my way or not? Sorry, are you gonna go my way? That Slash's solo is on Mama Said, which I played a bit of that too. I covered that with Rebel Charm. If you want to hear me playing that solo, check out my live clips because I do it in a show that we did. It's in there. So I'm not gonna say I play Slash's solo note for note, but I do with Slash what I do with most songs that have like iconic solos or licks in them is I'll take all the main parts, the hooky parts, and I'll play all those licks, and then I link them with whatever I want to link them with. But all those sort of standout, hooky licks that everyone wants to hear, they're in there. So yeah, check that out. Don't ask me to play it now, man, because I haven't played that solo in a long time, and I'll probably shit the bed with it for sure. My thoughts. Okay, I already answered that. Why is that gonna because flat frets, they're changing the rules again. They're basically gonna discontinue Google Hangouts. It's gonna turn into something else. And what the something else, I just read briefly this afternoon, and from what I understand, it's you can still do the Hangout, but you can't do it and have people guest on it, right? So I think the guesting thing, if you're going to do Hangouts, and again, this is just, I'm just like scratching the surface here. I really haven't dug deep in it, but it's sounding to me like if you want to do the guest thing, you basically, I think right now the option is to go Skype. And I've done Skype before. Eric from EVH and Gear TV was nice enough to invite me to do his show a while back, and we did it through Skype. So Skype works just the same. So that might be somebody I might be hitting up when it gets to that point and asking his advice and finding out a way to do it, because I do my Tuesday shows are usually interview shows. I am actually in talks with someone at the moment, so I may have a guest for next Tuesday, which I'm really looking forward to because he's an awesome dude. And yeah, so hopefully that's going to happen, right? but that's where it is right now, Flat Frets. It's funny, you know, it's like they keep changing the rules. You know, the rule that really ticked me off a while back was having to have 1,000 to do the mobile thing, which is why I've been pushing for the 1,000. I mean, you know, it'd still be nice to have 1,000 subs regardless, but now they're changing the whole hangout thing too. It's like, you know, and I honestly, I mean, if my channel just becomes me shooting videos, I mean, I'm not going to say, I'm not saying I'm going to shut the channel down, but if it becomes that, that's really going to take a lot of the fun out of it for me, because for me, the big fun of this, of doing this, having this channel is this whole interaction with you folks. For me, it's all about, you know, sharing the passion, the joy of music and guitars and all that, and you know, and having that connection with you all. I mean, this makes my week every week, man. It's like I look forward to doing these shows, and if I don't have that back and forth, it, you know, again, it's really gonna suck. You know, it really will. And I mean, I participate in quite. I mean, you know, anyone that does streams, you know, that you see my face in there all the time, because I love participating in them as well. So it's just really going to suck, you know, unless, you know, we find a workaround, something that, you know, is halfway decent, right? Gary Tholander, Deuce. Yes, Deuce was in there for sure, man. Cool, cool. Seek and Destroy was in there. Yeah, Gary Tholander, man, you're all over it, buddy. Good stuff. And I'm way behind in the chat. Okay, so okay, there you go. AVH and Gear TV. Okay, so he's got a workaround. Yeah, actually, that's the first time I did a show. Not that I've done a lot of shows, but the first time I was ever on a show that didn't use Google Hangouts was when Eric was kind enough to have me on his. Oh, Flat Fret sold a Music Man today. What did you sell, man? Which Music Man, Flat Frets? I'm way behind in the chat, folks. Sorry. Mark Dillon is here. Denny Allen, if I haven't said hello, hello. Jeff Rupplinger, thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for all you guys, because I know it's all, you know, it's your holiday in the U.S., and I want to really appreciate you guys all for coming in. We will still be able to stream to YouTube. You can do a Skype call and then use OBS to screen your desktop of the Skype. So it's Skype. It's going to have to be Skype. Okay, yeah, Mitch, you're pretty schooled in this stuff too. So, yeah, it's just going to be, you know what I mean? For guys like me, I mean, I'm not computer savvy, you know, and I'm just like, this stuff for me is always, it's a bit of a pain, to be honest with you. So, you know, it's just, again, something else I got to learn how to do, right? But, you know, I mean, I'll do whatever I need to. I want to keep doing this. I absolutely love the interaction with you folks. So, yeah, you know what, if there's a learning curve involved, then, you know, it is what it is, right? Okay, let me come back down here again. All right, thanks for being here, Eric. Eric's got an emergency. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Okay, I'm just scrolling down here again, folks, as I'm going up and down because it was jumping around. If you weren't a Gibson guy, what would you be playing? A Fender? That's a question from Dennis. If I wasn't a Gibson guy, man, I think it'd have to be a Fender. Fender's my number 2. And then if I was to pick a number 3, that'd be tough. You know, a number 3 would be tough. I'd probably go Music Man. I'd go Music Man before PRS, right? And the reason I say that is I own a Music Man, so which means I was able to bond with the Music Man and I still haven't been able to bond with the PRS. And I'm not saying the PRSs are bad guitars. They're fantastic guitars. They're great, you know, but haven't found the right one, I guess. When is the next Hack Roundtable? Quentin James asks. You know, maybe we'll do something after Namm, Quentin, because that was a lot of fun, man. And seeing as now the axe might fall soon, I think we should do one right. Maybe after Namm we'll do one. Yeah, yeah. We'll get all the usual suspects and we'll do one after Namm. And Quentin, that means you have to be awake, buddy. Flat Frets, man, they always got to screw it up. Yeah, it's true, Flat Frets. I mean, you know what I mean? You get some good, some you enjoy doing, and then, oh, they change the rules, and oh, they change the rules again. I mean, come on, man. Gary Holt, YouTube is shooting their own foot, making guests Option unavailable. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, Gary. And I mean, you know, I'm very late to the game. I mean, you know, I haven't been on YouTube for 10 years. I mean, I just started going regular. It's actually, this is like my year anniversary right from now. And about a year ago now is when I started to go on regularly. And I was doing these live streams then, you know, just starting off. Like, you know, I mean, if you want to see something funny, go back to my early live streams. I was like a total fish out of water. I was doing them on my phone, which I was able to do back then. I was doing them on my iPad. It was just like, they're kind of sad. Not that they're much better now, but yeah, you know, so like, in that short amount of time, they've just made it more and more difficult for me to do. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Thanks for that information, Guitar Hack. I not heard about that, and I agree. It's the live thing that adds to the fun. Oh, totally, man. The live thing, for sure. It's all about the live thing for me, man. My first live test. Yeah, Ben was there right from the start. Yeah, there's a few folks in here that were there right from the start. Ben was there from the start. R2R3 was there from the start. Oh, there's my brother from another mother, Jason Wade. Jason Wade was there from the start. Yeah, man, you guys rock. Absolutely rock. Okay. All right. So I got some good news, folks. And this is music wise, right? So we now have officially, as of yesterday, we now have another agent. So now we have two agents. We had two before. We kind of, one sort of fizzled out, didn't really throw us anything. And we just got another agent as of yesterday. We got our first gig through this new agency, and it's apparently a very big agency. And yeah, these guys are like heavy hitters. So, which is really, really cool. So this is we're gonna do our first gig for this new agency in October. Okay. And I've talked about this before. Like, you know, you got to knock it out of the park. The first, because they're, you know, they obviously they ask at the end of the night, they're going to talk to management of the bar and, you know, how were these guys? And, you know, if they get a good report, then they're going to get us more bookings. And if they hear all these guys, you know, sounded like ass and shit the bed, then that's it. So there's a fair bit of pressure, but, you know, but you know what? You got to get over the hump, so to speak. So, but yeah, so we got an opportunity with a new agent, and we also picked up. So we got a gig through that, and we also picked up another gig. I don't know if that was yesterday or I can't keep track, but we just got another gig as well. So that Canada Day thing that I did back on Monday, yeah, they've already asked us back, so we're gonna go and do another show for those folks. So more shows, more gigs, more gigs. I'm gonna keep doing as many as I can while I still can, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, Flat Frets. Oh shit, I missed you, buddy. Someone will figure it out. The live thing and roundtable discussion has too much possibility as a money maker. I guess for YouTube, maybe it makes more people watch those. That live roundtable thing or live get together thing that I did a while back, that's done pretty well. I'm over 500 views. For me, that's good. For my little neck of the woods, that's not bad. So I can't really complain about that. So, someone else popped in. Ben Burnett, welcome. Happy 4th of July. Islander Winder, how are you?
How are you?
Oh. Quentin's in here.
Quentin! You got another coffee?
That's an old one.
Mm.
Here, throw that off for me, please.
I could. Seriously? You can't do it yourself?
It's my lovely.
Happy 4th!
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
You Canadian wannabes?
I didn't say it. She said it.
Canadian wannabes!
Yeah. Okay. Guitar Hack, what? No more live chats? How am I going to get my Kiss fix? I did a Kiss song in that medley earlier, Will Varela, just for you, buddy. And they are not dolls, they are action figures. I saw that comment. Oh Lord. Okay. Just rocking Dave Byron. Hey buddy. Happy 4th of July, man. I was watching a bit of your gig earlier, man. You smoke, buddy. You're such a damn good player. Aaron Morrissey. Good morning from Australia, mate. There's a new name. Welcome. Welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for popping in. Charles Green is here. Barefoot Mode is here. Islander Winder. Wow. Flat Frets, it was the Ernie Ball music. Oh, the Luke Mint. And I'm putting up a brand new Harley Benton Fusion to HSH Roasted Neck. Okay, so you didn't like the Luke, eh? Yeah. Wow, man. I get some new names in here. Folks, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And yeah, help me get to 1,000. That's the goal. Really appreciate that. And welcome to the community. If you're new to the community, we got a fantastic community. We got some folks, all the folks in the chat here, all great people, and some of them do have channels of their own and content. Let's grow this thing, man. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Okay. Man, I'm jumping all over the place. Hugh Caldwell is here. Hey, Hugh. If I didn't catch you earlier. Brad Miller, nice to see you. Okay. Mitch Heyman, we got 55 watching. That's awesome. I can't believe I was like, man, it's 4th of July. I don't know if I should even bother doing a show, but thank you all so much, man. Thank you all so much. Oh, there's Brian Stewart. Hat getting ready to blow up. World tour. Yeah, how about a tour of the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area? That's where. That's basically where we play. There's Joe Hervey. Hey, man. And it jumped on me again, folks. Yeah, we do an extensive tour of the Greater Toronto Area. That's basically it. EJ. Hey, man. Hope you're having a great holiday. There's Jeff White. Cool, man. Wow, you guys rock. Thank you all so much. 62 watching, says Ben Burnett. That's awesome. Oh, Dave, coming from you, that is a massive compliment, buddy. Appreciate that so much. It's Guitar Hack's Instagram. Thanks for putting in the links, man. Metalhead Hippie, how's it going? Robbie Johnston, nice to see ya. Okay, Will Varela, if I hit 1,000 subs, I will play Pink Floyd. I said I would, and I'll stick to my word. The tutu part, I tell you what, man, you buy me a tutu, you send it here, and I'll wear it. How's that? Because I don't exactly have these things in my closet. As much as you like to think so, I am not the owner of a tutu, my friend. Oh, the Luke wasn't working for you, eh? Flat Frets? The Hack loves you too, Quentin James, and all you guys. You guys rock. There's Brian Cote. How are you, man? Yeah, Phil Mosley Music. There's another great channel. We got so many great channels in here, man. Joe Hervey, what's up? How's the family? Family's doing good. Hope you're having a great holiday weekend, my friend. Guitar Hack, what color? What color tutu? I don't know, folks. What color tutu should Will buy for the Hack? Don't freaking say pink, man. Brian Stewart, I'll send Guitar Hack a tutu if he wears. Oh, man. Ace makeup? Come on, you guys are killing me now, man. You guys are killing me. Zach Thong, first stop on the tour, Oshawa. I don't know. We've played Whitby a few times. I don't know if we've gone as far as Oshawa. If we play Oshawa, though, Zach, if you're on my channel, or on my channel, sorry. If you're on my, what do you call it? My YouTube page, I have a Guitar Hack YouTube page and a Guitar Hack Instagram. So check those out. You can see where we're playing. I don't think we're in Oshawa this year, though. I don't think so. But if you check that, you'll see us coming out that way, Zach. Okay, all right. Oh, man, this thing's jumping like crazy on me. Okay, pink. Is it going to be pink, guys? Come on, man. Yeah, you know what, Dale Palmer? Yeah, I don't even want to picture you in a tutu. I'll pretend I don't know you. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Pink is the only color for me. You're killing me, buddy. We're 30 minutes in already? Holy crap. Let's do the stretch, folks. Sean Zimmerman, salmon pink. He's very specific. He wants the salmon pink. Welcome, Sean. Cool, cool. Hugh Caldwell, Guitar Hack bought an off-brand SG today, a vintage VS6. Awesome guitar. Off-brand SG. That's cool. What's the brand, though? You said off-brand, but what is the brand? What's the name of it? And what pickups are in that? Just curious. Metalheaded Playboy. I think you mean bunny tail. Metalhead hippie. Yeah, you guys, that's like disturbing, guys. Come on, man. Come on. It's like a horror movie. Vintage Hugh Caldwell, like vintage pickups. Brian Cote, pink with ace makeup. Pink it is, dude. I will send it soon. What size? They come in sizes? What, like in case you're an extra pudgy ballerina? Have you ever seen a pudgy ballerina? Holy shit. You guys break me up, man. Give me a minute. Yeah, I want the extra large for the fat ballerina. Stop eating Smarties. Anyways, oh my God. You guys kill me. I'm crying here, man. Double extra large. Oh, that's funny. Light on my toes? I don't know about that. Brian Cote poked his finger while changing strings, fainted. He's in the ER. Twinkle Toes, Guitar Hack, new channel. It's the Will guy's fault, swear. Yeah, it's always the Will guy's fault. Up in smoke style. All right. I think the original topic for today. I think the original topic for today's show, guys, Jesus, guys got me crying. The original topic for today's show was who touches your stuff? So, hey, there's Scott Connor. Welcome. Oh, thanks, Zach. Thanks. I'm glad you liked that video, buddy. I heard Hack is ace. Yeah, I wish I was ace, man. You know what? I'll take his money and I'll take his guitars. How's that? What was I saying? Oh, who touches your stuff? So, it was there's Queen Bee. Somebody was gave me the idea. Jason and I were talking the other day, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you talk about working on your guitars and modding them and fixing them and all that kind of stuff?" Mute the bozo, heavy metal Swan Lake. It could be a thing. Oh Lord, you guys crack me up. Don't ask Quentin who touches his stuff. Hookers. Hey, is Guitarfish? There's Guitarfish. How are you, man? Yeah, so my wife used to touch my stuff 30 years ago. Has your stuff expired, Jeff White? Is there like a best before date on it? Is that what's going on there? Oh shit. I haven't had my stuff touched in a while. Okay, I think we're talking about the wrong stuff here, folks. I'm talking about gear. Come on, this is a G-rated show. Let's not Anyway, yeah, so you guys and a lot of you guys work on your own guitars. There's Hot 36 Solo. How are you? But yeah, like I was talking to Jason about this the other day, and Jason was adjusting the Floyd and on the new guitar that he just bought, the Charvel, and I was saying to him, he says, you know what, man, I'm one of those guys that I'm just like, when it comes to messing with guitars, I'm very, very hesitant. There's certain things that I will do, and there's certain things that I won't do. Like, I'll tell you what I do. Obviously, changing strings and cleaning it up and Setting intonation, that's fine. I'll do all that kind of stuff. Adjust pickup heights, all that kind of thing. Play with the saddles and all that. I'll do all that stuff. You know, and try to set it up myself, right or wrong. But the sort of missing link for me, and I don't know if this is true for a lot of you guys, is and gals, is the adjusting the truss rod. That's something that always gives me the willies. And I've seen like videos of guys, you know, you can't screw it up, you can't mess it up, this and that, whatever. And I don't have the proper tools. You know, I don't have the scale that you put on the fretboard to check, you know, the dip and the angle, and I don't have the, you know, the what do they call the name escapes me now. That's not a ruler, it's like a micrometer. I can't think of the name of it. To check like the heights and things like that. I don't do any of that stuff. So what I do is like the stuff that I do basically doesn't involve a lot of measurement outside of just how the guitar feels in my hands, and basically I'm using my ears for pickup heights and intonation and so on. So I don't know. And you know, when I really and the thing is, another thing I don't do is I don't touch my frets, right? Like I won't file my frets, I won't crown my frets, I won't do any of that stuff. I don't have the tools, and second, I'm just afraid I'm going to screw it up. So I don't know, like where do you folks draw the line? How far do you go? I know some of you guys like build the guitars like from scratch and stuff, but for the most part, like just let me know in the chat, like how far you go with the notch straight edge. Yeah, that's that, I'm not talking about that though. What's the other thing that, you know, it's just to measure like the heights and that is what I can't think of the name of that stupid thing. I know what it is, but I can't think of the name of it. But how far do you go with where do you draw the line in terms of what you'll mess with on your guitar? Let me know, folks. Quentin James is like myself. He draws the line at fretwork. Yeah, I won't touch that. Is the train? Okay. Is the train's off the tracks according to Phil Mosley? I thought we brought it back. Metalhead hippie. I do everything except changing pickups, fret stuff. I would leave to someone else. Yeah, I don't do pickup changes either. Okay, Ben does anything but a fret replacement. Okay, so it seems like frets are like the replacing frets are okay. It looks like frets is sort of feeler gauge. Thank you, Jack Daniels 10101. And if I haven't said hello, hello. And there's Terry Himes as well. Brad Miller, you should watch the video did about setting up a guitar and all special tools. You can use guitar picks to check. Yes, yeah, I think I saw that actually, Brad. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that, man. Okay, what? A train hit a car at a crossing when the gate failed to get. That wasn't your car, was it, Brian? Brian Stewart? Let me know if that was your car, man. Let me know if you're okay, buddy. Jason Wade, I don't do pickups on electronics. Don't have the setup for soldering. Phil Mosley, I buff and polish frets. I would do leveling too after trying it out on my Ibanez Geo or some. Yeah, like if you've got it, that's where it'd be cool to have like just a beater guitar just to sort of screw around with and make all your mistakes on. Basically, that's when something like that would come in handy. Oh, Josco does everything since he got ripped off big time. Oh shit, that sucks. Nut and string height and saddle radius. I will correct the single and recrown, but will not do complete level and crown. Okay, that's flat frets. Cool. Feeler gauge touches your stuff. There you go. Thanks, Brian Stewart. Barefoot Mode, great song on YouTube. Search Native Howl, Harvester of Constant Sorrow. Okay. Joe Hervey says you do it all but replaces the frets. Okay, it seems like the frets is really where everyone kind of draws the line. Okay, I've got. Oh, Brian Stewart. Okay, you're talking about the show was off the rails. It was a joke. Yeah, a joke that went over my head. Hey, there's Chaotic One. Welcome. Yeah, I just saw you now too, Chaotic One. If I've missed anyone, I apologize. The Vincent Wiener is here. The chat is just flying. I'm bouncing around and it keeps popping. Oh, you're very welcome, Vincent Wiener. Well, thank you for tuning in, man. You guys make this all possible, man. Absolutely love doing it. I'm just glad you guys all pop in and check out the show, man. Well, we got 54 people in here. It's awesome. Yeah, so it looks like the consensus is the frets. Everyone is afraid to mess with frets. Everyone is afraid to mess with the frets. Yes, thanks, Flat Frets. Please, folks, if you're new to the channel, sub and thumbs would be always appreciated. Metalhead Hippie, I touch my stuff to, some would say, oops. We're back to that again. Thanks, Metalhead Hippie. There's Tone Bolts. Tone Bolts does it all because he has to. There's no stores, no techs around you, Tone Bolts. Is that why you're doing that? What guitar am I playing? Guitar Hack. I'm playing Old Faithful. There she be. Quentin James' favorite guitar. Blocky. Yeah, I'm playing Blocky. The gig that I'm doing I'm playing a show on Saturday. Surprise. And it's a real small place. Like really, really small. I was rehearsing with a guy yesterday who'd played there, and I asked him about it, and he goes, "Man, it's tiny." So I'm like, "Okay, tiny stage. That means no Firebird. That means it's probably an unfamiliar territory. So it's probably going to be a blocky gig. So I think that's what I'm gonna be taking out." And I was saying earlier, so I was saying on the Tuesday show about the board and all that, and me swapping things out on the board, and I took my Wampler Deluxe off the board, which has been on there since the beginning, really. And at the top of the show, when I was playing Van Halen, that sound I was getting was by stacking a couple of overdrives, and it sounds damn good. That, if you want to know what I'm stacking, if you were at the beginning, I'm stacking, or if you want a couple good pedals to stack that sound nice together, because they don't all sound good together. If you stack pedals, you'll know that some work and some don't. But the Marshall Governor 2 into a Plimsoll is just a beast. Those pedals stack really nicely, and I know I haven't done it. I was going to do, actually today, my plan was to do the video on the Kailyn Pure Sky. But I had my mom over and spent the day with my mom, so I didn't do it today, but I will at some point. But one of the tones I was getting early on, and I'm still blown away with this, was that pedal. And I used that pedal last night. So last night, rehearsal was like, I changed up the board. Let's see if this will work for all the songs that I'm going to be doing. And man, it's just, it worked. It's just a pain in the ass that I have to hit two pedals on and off at the same time. I don't know if for you pedal people, if you do that, but you turn your foot sideways and you click two pedals on at the same time, on and off at the same time. So I have to do that now, because to get the sound of this, I have to stack two pedals. So, but it's like anything else. I got used to it, and yeah, so the pedal board has changed once again. Now, I'm not saying I'm selling this. This was real expensive too, by the way. I'm not saying I'm selling that. I'm going to hold on to that for now, but I don't know. I've already got like, what, I don't know, about 4 or 5 pedals that I sort of migrated off the board. So I don't know. There might be a pedal sale coming soon, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, we got it. Oh, Alex Radford is here. Hey, man, welcome. Thanks for coming. Gwen James, thanks, Pastor James. Yeah, so if anyone's got any questions or comments they want to make, please tag me at Guitar Hack so I can see it right away. So because I have a show on Saturday, depending on how Sunday looks, I might do an after gig hangout. And usually when I do those are like Sunday afternoons. So So keep an eye out for that. If I don't do the Sunday after gig show, then I'll be doing a Tuesday show, and hopefully I'll find out in the next day or two if I have a guest for that show. I'm really looking forward to have this individual. That would be a really cool show. Brad Stewart, you really need an LPD 74. Not even kidding. It's your tone. Probably. I'm afraid to ask what that would be in Canadian, including shipping. I'd probably be around the price of this guy. So that's the problem. That $40 Kailyn pedal sounds pretty damn good. So I don't know. You know what? If I could have one to try out, Brian, and it blew me away, then maybe. But I don't know if it's something I'd want to order and then find out it's not my cup of tea, or maybe it doesn't work with my gear, my guitars, my amps. I don't know. So that's a pretty big risk to take. How comfortable would you be playing a gig without pedals, flat frets? Probably not very comfortable. And I'm not going to say that. Now, don't take that the wrong way. It's a great question, by the way. Thanks for that, flat frets. It's not that I couldn't. I mean, I could still play the songs and all that. It's not that. It's just they won't sound right. You know, like trying to think of a song that I need like a specific. I mean, you can't play Sanctuary without that all those effects going. It just won't sound right. You can't play like, and then I want at least a couple of levels of gain. So I'd still have to use the gain off the amp. I could play a night without delay, and I would like at least some reverb. But the thing is, it's like I'm trying to mimic the sound on the record. So that's what the effects are for, you know. So Ben, yes, there's a round table on Sunday night on Ben's channel. Yes. Dennis Bro is thanks, Ben. Is the Marshall Governor 2 as good as the original? Dennis Bro, that's a great question. The original is, people go on and on about that pedal like it's, I mean, not to the extent of it being like a clone or anything, but there are people that say it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now, I've never played one. Okay. To answer that question, honestly, I would have to A-B them. But I'll tell you this, that I'm only going to tell you what I know. And what I know is that Governor 2 pedal, which I've had now for a while. That thing is amazing. The Governor 2 pedal is fantastic. And I've talked about it. I've got a review of it. I got a demo of it on my channel. You know what? The thing sounds damn good. It's built like a tank. And in Canada, that thing was $100, and it's made by Marshall. Now, Brian was mentioning here's the LPD pedal, and there's all these Marshall in a box pedals. Everybody's got a Marshall in a box. Oh, here's another Marshall in a box. I mean, it's like it's nauseating. Every pedal is a freaking modded tube screamer or Marshall in a box. Like I'm sick of hearing that. Here's a pedal made by Marshall, and it's $100. It's made by freaking Marshall. How much more Marshall in a box than that? Do you want than that? So I would highly recommend that pedal. And someone else, I think it was Marsman, that got one and absolutely loves it. So if you can get your hands on a Governor 2, it's a cheap pedal, and I think it sounds great, and it's built like a tank. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Alex Radford, Guitar Hack. I'm finally, oh shit. And I started reading it and it jumped on me. Sorry, Alex. Let me get back up to your question. Damn, I hate when that happens. Wow, really jumped on me. Sorry, I'm just looking for Alex's question again. Okay, here's a link. I'm finally a part of the Gibson family, and I'm absolutely in love. Awesome. Your channel definitely helped me get my love for them. Hey, Zach, good to see you. Well, you know what? It's funny you mentioned that, Alex, because I got a message, Facebook message today that apparently I'm responsible for buying, not for buying, but for another YouTuber to buy a pedal. I'll let him announce that in his own time, but I'll give you a hint. He's someone on the other side of the world, literally. And he just sent me a message. Look at the Gibson I've got, and thanks to you. And it's like, so you know what? If I in some small way I'm spreading the Les Paul love or the Gibson love, and I'm not talking about the company and their politics and their suing. Screw that. I'm just talking about the instruments. I don't care about that shit. I care about the instruments. And if somehow I can, spread the love of the instrument, because then that's awesome, because I'm just sharing it because I love it. I mean, it's like, here's the best thing, best guitar in the world to me, and try it. You might like it. So that's awesome. Hugh Caldwell, why do most Strats have an incorrect neck angle, always uneven string height as you move up the fretboard? I had to shim every one I have. Well, it's a bolt-on neck, right? And then things shift. It shifts, different climates and things, right? It's wood. It's a live thing, so it might have been terrific and set up great when it left the factory, but then when it gets to you, it might have moved. So the one benefit of it is you can shim it and you can bring it back to what it is. So I think that's a big part of it. Brian Stewart, try Ben Coombs. Brian, yeah, Ben is like 2 hours away. So. And I only see Ben like once a year, so that's going to be tricky. But yeah, you know what? If I could get my hands on one and try one out, yeah, no worries. $270 plus $40 shipping. Yeah. Okay, so I said it was about the price of this. It's more expensive than this for the LPD. No, that's not happening, man. Yeah, I better try it and try it for a long time. That thing better friggin' iron my socks too for that kind of money. That's crazy. Brad Miller. Yeah, 170 US. Okay, so what is that in Canadian? Right now we're about 75 cents on the dollar, so do the math. So that's a good 220 maybe, and then shipping. So I'm close to $300, Brad Miller. Yeah, it's too pricey for a pedal, man. Like, I think the pedals on my board, I think the craziest I got, I mean, this was the craziest one. This was definitely the most expensive. The other ones were like, I think some of them were like close to 200, and that's about as high as I'll go, right? And then when I, and then when I discover these pedals, like I keep going back to the Pure Sky that sound absolutely fantastic for $40, or the Marshall Governor that sounds great for $100. I'm like, I don't know. I know everybody's got to eat, man, but but that includes me. So you got to draw the line somewhere, man. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents, folks. It's just my opinion. It doesn't mean anything. Metalhead Hippie Guitar Hack. I'm thinking about getting the orange CR120 Pro 212, $699. Let me know what you guys think. I want it for my pedal board. Okay. The CR120. Okay, I don't know enough about it to make a comment, Metalhead Hippie. But I could check it out. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know enough about it to make a comment. Can't play the theme from Shaft without a wah pedal. Mute the bozo. Exactly. Mickey Settlemeyer, how are you? That's what I thought. I remember the first time I had reverb and also delay. Yeah, it's just to get the appropriate tones that I need the pedals for, really. How 36 soul. It's a lot easier to go without pedals if you're playing originals. Covers, you need them. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're going to play Van Halen without delay, without phaser, without, just not going to sound right. BBE Crusher. Oh, shit, it jumped on me again. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go right to the bottom because this thing's bouncing too much. Guitar Hack Pedal Platform. The orange, I haven't, first of all, the thing's going to weigh a ton, right? Orange stuff weighs a ton because they use such heavy wood. If you're going to cart that around, Metalhead Hippie, I would stay away from orange. If you're just going to plant that in your house and play, I think it sounds great. I think the orange stuff sounds really, really good. That particular model, I don't know if I've played, to be honest with you. I have played a lot of different orange amps. The only ones I'll stay away from is, and don't take this the wrong way, but I'll stay away from anything solid state, orange. I'd also stay away from anything smaller than a 12-inch speaker. But that's a 212 speaker. I think the thing will rock. If it's the amp I'm thinking of, I may have actually played out of it. There was a time when I really, really wanted an orange, but what stopped me from getting it was just the fact that it weighs a goddamn ton. So if you're gonna just have that thing sitting at home, then you're fine, right? But to cart it around, it's heavy. But orange makes good stuff, man. They make good stuff, and their stuff sounds great. Okay, Buddy Holly is here. Hey, man. Welcome. Mickey Settlemeyer, if I haven't said hello. I think somebody asked me that before. Hugh Caldwell, the jackhammer. That's the other Marshall pedal. And it's looks exactly like the Governor, except I think it's more like a silvery gray color. No, I've never tried one. No. Han 36 Soul, I agree. I just can't spend 200 plus for a dirt pedal. You know what it is, folks? There's a million dirt pedals out there. The Mojo, there's another dirt pedal for cheap. The Soul Food, there's another dirt pedal for cheap. I mean, my mini Tube Screamer, $100. There's so many of them, I don't know. Just me. Jeff White says, Guitar Hack, ever gig with your Origin? Oh, all the time. When did I played a show with that? When did I do that? A couple weeks back. I did a gig with it. Yeah, I love it. It's Jeff White. I've got a 50 watter, which is real overkill though. That's the thing. I bought the 50. I should have just bought the 20. For what I do, 20 watts is plenty. So, yeah. Using the DSL 40 at the next gig, Dennis Bro asks. Yes. It's a small venue. If it's a small venue, that means it's a DSL 40. It's a DSL 40. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to take because I already know. DSL 40, my board, and Blackie. That's it. The same. Well, no. The gig I did on Monday, I used the DSL 40, the board, but I used what the hell guitar did I use? I don't know. It's in the picture. Can't remember. I think I used my Honeyburst for that. I think I used my old classic for that, but I think I'm going to take Blackie for this one. Blackie's just got a little more, it's got literally more balls. Just home play, Metalhead Hippie. If it's just home play, man, go for it. Orange makes great stuff, man. They make great stuff. Like I said, I almost bought an Orange. Okay, I'm just going down here. If you've got questions for me, folks, please tag me at Guitar Hack. Brian Stewart loves the Mini TS. Yeah, you know what? I actually bought the Pure Sky to replace the Mini TS, but I played both of them on because the Pure Sky is such a good standalone drive pedal. I'm leaving that and the TS on the board. So I'm still using the TS so I've got a light boost and a heavier boost. And then I got a clean boost. So I got like 3 boosts on my board. So Under no conditions will I not be heard. Brad Miller, why don't you use the Marshall DSL for that Marshall sound? Yeah, I could. It would just be more pedals on the floor. I'd have to use the amp pedal as well as my effects pedals. So just to keep it simple, I basically run the Marshall just on the verge of breakup, and then I throw I throw pedals in front of it. But you have a very good point, Brad. Very good point. And you know what my Marshall DSL combo is, Brad? It's a Marshall in a box. Buddy Holly Hack, did you see Chapman do the bare-faced cat video the other day? Would love to hear what it was like in the room. The way he moved the mic was... No, I didn't see that, Buddy Holly. I'll check it out, though. I had it on my feed, but there was a lot of stuff. I missed a lot of stuff. I had a rehearsal last night, and I missed a lot of stuff. I went back and I watched Brian Stewart's show, and then I watched EJ's show, so I haven't gotten to that one yet. Okay. Quentin James, have you tried running your stuff through the loop? I can't stand a delay into the front. I've played around with the loop, Quentin James, and I always end up putting it back in the front. You know, it's just less cables back and forth. You know, like I'm a Neanderthal. I just want it stupid simple. And the other thing, too, I find when I put it in the loop, sometimes it's too much of the effect, if that makes any sense. You know, I know it's not. If I want a really full sounding delay, like more like a more lush sounding chorus, it would sound better through the loop. But so I don't want it overpowering, you know. So I end up kind of dialing it in from the front, and it just keeps things a lot more simple, right? You know, so that's how I do it. So, but I have played with the loop. If I was recording, that'd be different. You know, I use the loop and front, and I do all that stuff. But you know, for a gig, I just want to throw my bag down, one plug into the amp, and that's it. Okay, 60 minutes live and 47 thumbs. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, folks, thumbs up if you like the video. If you're not subbed to my channel, please sub to my channel. Help me get to 1,000 subs. If I can even hit 800 before I go to Namm. I'm setting my sights a little bit lower. 800 would be awesome. And I think I'm at 787 right now. Watch that change as soon as I said that. But so I just need like 13 more. That'd be awesome. Brian Stewart, made in Vietnam. Yes. Yes, they are made in Vietnam. Yeah, Brad Miller, that's exactly how I set mine up. I DSL 40 clean. Yeah, that's exactly how I set mine up. Yeah. And actually, it's funny, the DSL 40, when I play the amp without any effects, I actually prefer the crunch channel over the gain channels. I love the crunch channel on that. Hugh Caldwell, Guitar Hack, if you could only have 3 pedals for a gig. Ooh. If the amp doesn't have reverb, I want reverb. I'd want a drive. I would say a drive, a delay, and reverb. And if the amp had reverb, then I'd go drive, delay, chorus. Those would be like my bare essentials. Thanks for that, Flat Frets. Yes, thumbs up, folks. Appreciate it, man. Okay, you know what? We're over an hour now. I usually do this speech at some point. My DSL was a lemon. Reverb was... Yeah, you're not the only one, Brian. The other guy in my band, he went through a couple of DSL lemons too. I've had mine for shit. It's got to be like 5 or 6 years, man. I've done countless gigs with it. I just got lucky. I got one of the good ones, I guess. Jasco, you've been slacking, man. Come on. Start roughing up some people and getting me some more subs. Yeah. Metalhead, have you tried the 4 cable? No, I haven't tried that. You mean 4 cable method? You're talking about using the effects loop? I've played around with the effect. That's what I'm saying. It's too many cables, so I just go straight in. Todd Flowers, hey man. Angelo G. Ricchetti, I'm well. How are you, Angelo? David Spicer is here. Good day. Welcome from Australia. Nice to see you, man. Here's another new name. I am on this tutu site right now, Wilford. They have a site. Go to the extra wide ballerina site and see how much those tutus go for. Hey, Janice, welcome. All right. Good night, Jeff White. Thanks for popping in, man. Metalhead hippie, yes. Okay. So, folks, I make this speech at some point during every show. So, yeah, I want to thank everybody for sharing your, for the U.S. folks for sharing your, your July 4th weekend day holiday with me. That's awesome. I didn't know whether or not people were going to watch, so I really appreciate you all coming in and sharing this time with me. Folks, we got a fantastic community here. Let's all, support each other, sub each other. If we have content, let's watch each other's streams. Let's just keep this thing growing. Keep it growing, keep it positive. It's just an absolute joy. It's a pleasure to come in here every week. Talk to you folks, talk about the things that, we all love, music, guitars, gear, and so on and so forth. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely. Want to thank you all so much for that. Also, folks, there is some Guitar Hack merch. I've got the original shirts, the Guitar Hack shirts and mugs and so on. And I got some lines, a couple new lines of t-shirts and mugs if you want to check those out. Some different Guitar Hack logos with some sayings on the back. They're kind of funny. So check those out. And if you just want to support the channel, I also have a PayPal below. And, it would be all very much appreciated with upcoming Namm. Every little bit would help. So you guys absolutely rock. And thank you all so much for, again, checking out the show and tuning in every week. You guys absolutely rock. Okay, let me just, a few more people popped in. So who gets to touch my stuff? Well, you know what? I'll tell you something, on all seriousness, Flat Fret. So this guitar, Blackie, which is my favorite guitar, I was having an issue with this guitar. It was one of the tuning keys was bad. So I took it in and, make a long story short, there's a guy that I know that is a tech for one of the major companies, that does all the big chain stores here in Canada. Anyways, I met this guy. This guy's fantastic. And this guy, it's like anybody that works with this guy, they're all like, disciples of this guy, because this guy was like a monster, guy, like for like a luthier to work on guitars and stuff. And so I found out that one of his apprentices, let's say, that worked with him was working at another store. Anyway, so I took this guitar to that individual, right? And I wanted to, and I told him, I said, hey, I know you're your old boss and this and that, whatever, and you recommended you. And that guy, the apprentice, which is now the tech in that store, he changed the tuning key on this, and I asked him to do a full setup, and holy shit, like, this guitar plays absolutely unbelievably. Okay, it's great. That's why I play it all the time. It plays great. So who touches my stuff? I let him touch my stuff, and then there's another guy at another store that is a buddy of mine now, and between those two guys, I have two guys that I can take my guitars to, and I got no worries. I'm telling you, if you find a tech, somebody that you can trust, that, somebody was saying earlier, it was a Jasco, I think, got screwed. If you find like some good techs, man, like you can't put a price on that. Like, just to find the right people that'll, take care of your instrument. And again, I mean the guitar, and, they're worth their weight in gold, honestly. And I'm fortunate enough that I have two individuals like that. So that's who touches my stuff. The stuff that I'm chicken shit to do, I take it to those guys. With or without a zipper? How about Velcro? Will, do they come with Velcro? Robert Mesenberg. Yeah, you're late. Sorry, dude. I'm going to shut this down in a couple of minutes. Okay, Dennis Briot. Oh, thank you so much, Dennis Briot. No, you're a class act, buddy. You're a class act. Black Jack Guitar Nut. Welcome. You just got here. Oh man, we're shutting it down soon, buddy. I'm already past my hour. Okay. I'm just scrolling down here to see if anyone. Okay, I'm down at the bottom of the chat. All right, folks. I want to thank you again all so much for tuning in. For my American friends, you guys have fantastic rest of your Independence Day, your July 4th. And if this is the start of your weekend, have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully we'll catch you guys if the Sunday afternoon, if I do an afternoon after gig hangout Sunday, if not Sunday night on Ben's Roundtable. If not, we'll see you Tuesday with a special guest that hopefully I'll be hearing back from that individual, and then I'll announce that. So yeah, so that's going to be absolutely cool. So again, you guys rock. Thank you so much for sharing part of your holiday with me, and you guys have a fantastic weekend. Cheers, everybody.